Oh dearie me, today I've got to do a bit of bits and bobs with this old camper van. But first of all, I've got to get it started up. I ain't started it for, it's probably going to be about 3 weeks now, and had it running for. And a lot of people say, a little bit of a myth actually, a lot of people say if a car doesn't start straight away, then it's a bad car, it's a bad engine, don't buy it or whatever. But that's not the truth, because especially when it comes to carbureted engines with a carburetor, see what happens over time is, if you leave it for a couple of days, because the top of the carb is open, it leaves, it's open to the atmosphere. The air filter's on top, but it's open, so all the fuel inside the carb can just evaporate, and that's what happens. 1 or 2 days it'll be fine. This particular camper van, if you leave it for 5 days or a week, that's when it's mainly all evaporated, and you have to turn it over a few times. Keep turning it over. You can pump the throttle all you want, it won't do nothing because there's no fuel for the accelerator pump to actually pump. So you just got to keep turning it over, and eventually it will fire up. And because it's pumped fuel in there. It's alright if you've got an electric fuel pump. If you've got an electric fuel pump, it'll pump it in as soon as you turn the ignition on. But this one hasn't got an electric fuel pump, it's a manual fuel pump, so it only pumps when the engine turns over. So that's that. Let's get it going, get it warmed up, then we can move it forward and do a little bit of tidying up. Neutral. It's good to press the clutch on an old car, because then the starter motor hasn't actually got to turn over the gearbox as well. It just turns over the engine on its own. You don't have to push the clutch, you can start it without, but it's good to press it, because on an old car with an old starter motor, if you've got the clutch out, even though it's in neutral, the engine and the starter motor is still turning over the gearbox, whereas if you push the clutch in, it's just turning the engine over and not the gearbox. Leave it like that for a bit, let it warm up, then we can move it forward, and then we can do a little bit of tidying. I'm glad I got this with a little badge on it, that's good. Because one I had before that was missing the badge. At least we've got the badge now anyway. Bloody hell. Oh, the wall's fallen over. Oh man, the wall must have fell over at some point. Oh dear, I've got the toilet there. Can't move it. Right, I'm going to have to sort all this out, because we have a big mess here. Why is there a big mess? I don't know. Somebody's come in here and made a mess. Right. Tidy all this up and see what we end up with. Well, the ceiling's come down a bit more. Well, that needs to come out. Oh, no. That's a bit bad up there, isn't it? Alright, let's have a tidy up and see what we end up with. And I've got this to tidy. Got to tidy this up, as I just said. Trying to sort some of this out so that's a bit better. Now I've got to put a new headlight in because the headlight bloody fell out. Don't know, I went to work one day and the headlight fell out. So just the glass though, just the glass fell out. I think it's where it got hot, the sun beating on it around the glue that holds the glass in, it fell out. So I've got a new headlight though. It's over there. There's a new headlight in that box. It come with the camper when I bought it. So I'll just stick that in. Take the old one, put it in the garage, glue this glass back on with a sealer, have it as a spare headlight. So I think that's what I'll do. Let's get tidying. Might have a shower while I'm at it. Yeah, a bit dirty. Well, this is a lot tidier now. Look, still got. It's been raining a lot and it's not wet up there. So I did put a bead of sealer around the corner on the outside, and that is all bone dry. So hopefully that sealed it up for now, because I know a lot of you are going to go, you got to do it properly, you got to do it properly. But what I'm trying to do is prevent any more happening, yeah, while it's in this state, because there's no point in taking it apart and all the good wood, because that floor is quite solid. So if it still leaks, it's going to come down, and then the good wood there is going to get wet. So I'm trying to prevent any further damage now, so temporarily, because a lot of you lot keep always say that, oh, you gotta do it properly, but it's temporary. So hopefully that did temporarily stop any further leaks. But I've cleaned all this area up now. That's the door. So what I'm going to do with the door is, I don't know what the hell was that bloody happened there. Look. I'm going to sand it all down and repair the bottom of it. Get rid of that toilet roll holder and get rid of those two hooks. Get the hinges off. Get that off. I think I might sand it down and like varnish it, and I think I might try and varnish all of this, because this is all right. This is all good, but a bit of the varnish has come off of it, so it's lighter there. So I think what I might do in the at the end is sand all of this down and varnish it, but we've obviously got to repair the rock first. But I'm just trying to get it in a bit more order. That's all parts that need to be kept. The ceiling has fallen down some more. This is the wall. So the aim of the game is just to get it to a state where it just looks a bit better than what it did, really. Bit of a clean up. The heater's definitely seen better days. You have to get a new one of them. That's all the tools that I was using. So yeah, that was what I was aiming to do. Right, got an old light. That's the old light. Bit rusty, so probably a good job I was replacing it. I was going to try and save it and keep it as a spare, but I don't know if I will. I might just keep the old lens, which is over there. That's the old lens that fell off of it. So I might try and keep that anyway, just in case the lens falls off this one, and I can I'll have a spare lens. But perhaps the light itself, perhaps that has gone past its day. I don't know. I might try and save it, sand it, or paint it. But the inside of it's all right. But I'll just put the bulbs in there, in the new one. So it's got bulbs in it. Stick that on there. It goes that way. Not very easily with one hand. But anyway, that goes over there. I'm going to stick it in there. Stick it in. The only thing is the adjusters are broken on the front, so I'll just try and tape them on, but they'll be alright. That's the old lens. Luckily it didn't fall off completely and smash. So I might try and seal it up, see if I can save that. Don't know yet. Just gonna go back in that box for now though. Tackle that another day. So this is the stuff I've been using, and I'm getting a lot of stick to say this stuff doesn't work. But the thing is, it's meant for camper vans and caravans. So I don't understand why it wouldn't work, but it seems to be working anyway. It's weatherproof and everything. It's what they use in camper vans. And last time for the caravan, I had 512 Sikaflex 512, but they don't do 512 anymore. 522 is apparently the new version of it, so I can only get 522, but it doesn't matter. It seems to do the same stuff, and it's what I've been using, so yeah. As long as it works, that's all I really care about. But everyone was saying, oh, sealer doesn't work, you don't bother using sealer, it doesn't work, but, well, it's meant for caravans. Did that get your face? Jabbed his face on the side of it. It's meant for it, so, you know, if it's designed for it and that's what it says, then that's what I'm going to use. I've got some, I've got one more left of this. I had 4 tubes, I've got one left. But I did use a bit of this stuff on the bumper. I know this stuff isn't the same, it's not meant for caravans, it's construction sealant, but I put this stuff around the bumpers because it's, again, temporary, very temporary. It's not permanent, it's temporary. I didn't want to use the good stuff on that. I wanted to use the good stuff on the roof and everywhere, what I've been doing, and this stuff on the things, but it doesn't matter. You know, it says it's what it's for, so that's what I use it for at the end of the day. So that's the table out of the camper. Someone's rather poorly covered it up with some stuff and not cut it straight, put it on all wonky like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that off and I'm going to sand it all down so it's all bare as it can be, and then revarnish it so it's somewhat of what it used to be. And that's a lovely nice table. I've actually seen photographs of this before it was covered, because the owners that I bought it from sent me photographs of the camper before they bought it, like when they went to go and buy it, and excuse me, the table was a nice table before they covered it. So that's what I'm going to do. Anyway, that's enough for this video. Several different days in this video, so I'll catch you later on. All the best, you lot. Enjoy yourselves. Ciao for now.